Hello everybody, this is the face of Binary Svan Kolik, and it feels really weird looking at myself and talking like this. That is weird. Anyway, I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna, before I get into the actual video here, I'm going to be doing a few reactions with this setup for the camera, and then I'll also do maybe like one later tonight with a setup more similar to like, a setup that takes up the entire screen. Or for the most part, the screen. And then, you guys can let me know what you prefer, maybe, or maybe I'll just stick with this. Who knows? Anyway, today we're going to be watching, if it opens here, today we're going to be watching the, I should have probably tested the positions of this. Can I see that alright? Yeah, that's not blocked. Good. Today we're going to be watching all of the World of Remnant videos. Now, this is just in preparation for Volume 3 of RWBY because I am going to be reacting to that, and I'm going to love it because I've always loved it so far. And I'm also going to close this so that I can stop looking at myself. Because I always do that whenever I have something recording my face. I always end up looking at myself. It's like, am I in the right position? And then I'll end up doing that all the time, or that. Well, granted, I do this and this all the time anyway. But, that way I can focus on you guys. Hello. Also, I finally realized, by setting this up, why singing a song along with the song was actually putting me like a second behind. It's when I move my hand here, the hand is moving like a half second or something like that. I don't know. It's not that drastic, but it's like a 10th quarter of a second maybe after I've done the actual movement. So there's a bit of a delay on it. But yeah, anyway, today we're going to be watching RWBY Volume... Well, no, not Volume 2. Today we're going to be watching all 5 World of Remnant videos. Hello, Magic Fingers. In preparation for Volume 3. I've already seen the first 4. I've already seen the ones for Volume 2. But I haven't seen the one for Volume 3 yet, and I think that's about the Vytal Festival. So these first 4 are going to be kind of a refresher on the World of Remnant. And then the 5th one will be an actual, like, reaction to it. It'll be the first time I'm seeing it. Also, I don't have my usual coffee with me today. I have some iced tea. Because, I bought, like, 6 bottles of this stuff. And I bought a whole bunch of, spicy chips. And I ate, like, 3/4 of the bag of spicy chips this afternoon. So my stomach's not happy. So I thought, maybe iced tea will help. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just make things worse. But we'll find out in due time. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on to RWBY Volume 2, World of Remnant 1, Dust. That is very loud. That is super loud. Oh my god. That was loud. Hopefully that's good. I forgot to check volume levels. Dust.
Dust. By definition, it is a naturally occurring energy propellant that can be triggered by the aura of humans and faunas.
Yep.
But in reality, it is much, much more. Found in
I want to find out how dust came to be.
Combined both artificially and naturally to form new, stronger types.
I already knew that, obviously, but
Since its discovery, man has concocted a multitude of ways in which to harness the powers of these mysterious crystals.
Yep.
From airships to androids, dust has made its way into practically every facet of technology.
Some people put it in their clothes and stuff.
Some prefer to use dust in its raw form.
You're about to say that, I think, actually. I think that's actually in this video. And some people put it in their clothing and stuff.
Those who choose to wield dust in this state must possess a certain level of discipline.
I would love to. I want to see someone who does that. I want to see someone who does that.
Dust ammunition serves as a more practical application in today's modern society.
Okay.
With the technological advancements in weapon design, warriors need simply choose the right cartridge for the job and pull the trigger.
I will admit, I was a bit inspired by this and kind of made that the bi-point energy in the story that I'm writing that I mentioned in a previous video.
Such as weaving it into clothing, or even fusing
Yep,
it
breathing into
directly
food.
with their own bodies.
That's another thing that I really want to see in the show. I want to see someone who's got, like, I want to see what that looks like.
And even turning a profit with it.
Unless that just results in their death,
Humanity
but I feel like they would say that if it does.
how dust came to be, and more importantly, how their involvement with dust will ultimately change the world of Remnant.
Oh, I'm so hyped for season. Now we're on to World of Remnant 2 Kingdoms. I believe that is Haven, something that starts with an A, Vale, which is where the thing takes place, and Vacuo. And I am pretty sure General Ironwood is from Haven. They're about to mention the kingdoms.
In the countless years that humanity has roamed
I should just keep this open.
Civilizations have grown and fallen, but 4 have withstood the test of time. Atlas. Mistral. Vacuo.
Mistral. Why did I think Haven?
These 4
Dragon Age. I was playing Dragon Age earlier today.
Barriers and human
That's where I got Haven from.
have proven that they have the will to survive. Each
Wait, no, because I'm in Skyhold now. I'm not in Haven. Why did I think Haven?
Next,
tell me, why did I think Haven?
While most kingdoms only call on its citizens to serve when needed, others find it important to be prepared.
Yeah, like with like Atlas, who are using robots now.
Roaming nomads in small villages are not uncommon.
Oh, robots and mechs.
Tendency to disappear overnight. Lastly, the Huntsman Academies. These institutions' sole purpose
I like the little sketches in the background there.
Of huntsmen. The next generation of defenders that will live and die to protect the lifestyle that they've become so accustomed to. Yes, the world of Remnant is indeed a dangerous place, but the 4 kingdoms stand as
I want to see what these continents that don't have any civilization on them are like. I want to see what those are like.
Survival, as long as they stand.
One day, I almost want to one day make a D&D campaign based in the world of Remnant. I think that'd be pretty neat. It'd be a challenge for sure, because I'd have to do so much homebrew stuff. But still, it'd be pretty neat, I think. On to World of Remnant 3, Grimm. The Grimm Brothers' Tales. For those of you who don't know RWBY, pretty much every character, as well as the world itself, is kind of based off of fairy tales and mythological things and such.
Force that covers the majority of Remnant. While often referred to simply as Grimm in the common vernacular, these beings serve as the greatest foe to mankind. For as long as humanity can recall walking the surface of Remnant, so do they remember this wicked force. Many ancient cultures believed the creatures of Grimm to be animals possessed by evil spirits, or perhaps the spirits of tortured animals themselves. However, further study, as well as the discovery of newer, more horrific forms of Grimm, does not support this hypothesis. With new creatures discovered every day, scientists perpetually find themselves with more questions than answers. While very little is known of their origin, some key facts have been observed in the wild. First and foremost, the Grimm exclusively attack
That was Nevermore, I believe.
and their creations, while occasional skirmishes between wildlife and
Is that still on Nevermore?
occurred. These instances appear to be based on territorial provocations rather than a need for sustenance.
Is that still? That is still on Nevermore. Okay.
In fact, the common belief is that the Grimm are not obligated to feed. They choose to.
Yeah, that makes me wonder, how intelligent are the Grimm? If they aren't running off of an instinct, but rather a decision to kill.
In the rare instances when
and I wonder actually if they're actually sustained, if they actually do need to feed, but they feed on negative emotion instead of actually on people. And right, like they choose to kill people, but they feed on negative emotions. Which might actually be why they kill people, right? To panic other people and to make people hate them and stuff, so that they have more sustenance.
Tend to either die or kill those who imprisoned them in the first place. To further complicate study,
which just makes it that more impressive that Professor
Those who hunt the beasts
him,
for sport find this particularly
how
upsetting.
he managed to capture one once.
With cheap taxidermic recreations and
Bombastic storytelling.
Although the creatures
I remember
of
that
Grimm
quote.
appear mindless, more delicate observation has proven contradictory.
Okay.
It has been noted that while younger Grimm tend to be more reckless, older Grimm, who have managed to survive their battles, have the tendency
I want to see a Goliath fight. Like, I wonder, like, will there ever be a scene where the characters have to fight a Goliath?
Allows the creatures to become more effective killers. And in the end,
and if so, who's gonna die that episode?
is all that matters.
That is an ominous way to end it. That is a super ominous way to end it. But now, Aura, which is a really... I really love the idea of Aura. I love how they handled that. How they handled Aura and how they handled the semblances. And they got subtitles now. So you guys can actually read this if you can't hear over me. Hi, Sun, RWBY, and Ren. I wonder who's going to be voicing Ren now, because I'm pretty sure Monty was voicing him before, but, well, you know, Monty is dead now.
A life force that runs through every living creature on Remnant, whether they are a meager shopkeep or a renowned knight. However, what sets true warriors apart from all others is their ability to amplify and control their aura. Aura is
it's like a force field!
Defensive mechanism, passively coating the wielder in a protective force field. It can protect a combatant from what would normally be a fatal blow.
Yep.
It does not, however, make the user invincible. As they receive more and more damage, their aura reserve will deplete. If this happens, all the fighter will be left with is his resolve. Fortunately, when a fight turns gruesome, a warrior can also rely on their aura in a different manner.
See, but I wonder, does using your semblance actually use up your aura? Also, hi, Glinda Goodwitch.
For some, this could be the ability to control objects with telekinesis. For others, it could mean superhuman strength, the power associated with a wielder's semblance.
I can't tell if my screen's dirty or not.
With enough training
and
focus, a user's aura can turn them into something much more
than
RWBY. Just a man.
Stop teasing us with that! Why is he so... What is his semblance? How does his aura make him so much stronger? I need to backtrack now so I can find the one that I haven't seen yet. Festival. I believe that's what this one is, because I saw someone else reacting to it. I haven't seen them reacting to it, but I've seen them post it. I think it was Flaming Shark. Is that his name? I think it's Flaming Shark. Anyway, now we're going to be watching RWBY Volume 3 World of Remnant 1, which I think is the Vytal Festival. Which I really want to see the Vytal Festival, but at the same time I have a feeling that it's going to be interrupted by the villains. Vytal Festival Tournament. Because I want to see the members of RWBY fight each other and stuff.
As most things do, with
Hi, Osmond!
The kingdoms of the world had been locked in a violent struggle for years. But eventually,
and they might
the
be
Great
again.
War of Remnant came to an end on the small island of Vytal. It was here that humanity's leaders chose peace over bloodshed and constructed the future of modern society, establishing new laws, new academies, and new traditions.
New academy? Is this the beginning of the Huntsman?
Was created to serve as a celebration of peace between the kingdoms. Every 2 years, a kingdom would be chosen to open its doors to the world, allowing citizens from every corner of Remnant.
So it's not just always in Vale, it's just kind of, it's in Vale this time.
The pinnacle of this event was the Vytal Festival tournament. After the newly formed Huntsman Academies proved to be a success,
is he cutting his arm off?
The Vytal Festival tournament was designed to test the strengths of the kingdom's warriors in a safe and friendly competitive environment.
What's with that guy's red
to ensure that the world's
scarf?
Would never settle for mediocrity, but would constantly strive
really,
to
seriously,
the absolute best.
What's with the scarf? Why does that character Why does that
As the
image have a
skills of
scarf?
the huntsman grew, so did the games.
I don't get it.
And in time, it was decided that the tournament would need a stage equal in greatness to that of its competitors. Amity Coliseum was the culmination of the Four Kingdoms' efforts.
Is it a traveling Coliseum?
And a shining symbol of harmony.
Also notice it's got a lot of dust on the bottom.
All the kingdoms of Remnant.
Yeah, so it's a traveling Coliseum. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
True that all of this began with war. But it is peace that has served to shepherd humanity on its ascension to greatness.
These keep kind of subtly hinting, like, and the show did it as well. I noticed on my most recent.
Stray from that path.
See, the show keeps subtly hinting. I'm gonna pause right now because I'm pretty sure it's gonna give like an advertisement thing. Oh no, it doesn't. But it keeps hinting in the show as well. I noticed on my most recent watch through, which was just like a week or two ago. It keeps hinting that there is like war is coming. It's not going to be peaceful forever, and that makes me really worried. But I was about to ask earlier as well, why don't they just hold it in Vytal, right? Which I know that'd probably be a bit dangerous, but if they've got a protected Coliseum with all the greatest warriors inside of it anyway, it's probably pretty safe. Safe from Grimm, at least. Well, I mean, probably safe from outside influence as well if it's on Vytal, because then any outside influence also has to get to Vytal. So yeah. Anyway, those were the Worlds of Remnant. World of Remnants? Worlds of Remnants. There we go. Let's just go with double plurals. And they bring to light some interesting information. I'm always a fan of world building. I always talk about the story I'm writing, or at least I have in a few videos, I think, or at least one video. I know I talked about it in at least one video, because that was like all I talked about in the video. And I'm a world, but I always talk about it, and even though I have to say, I'm a world builder first, and a novelist second. I come up with the world, and the stories will write themselves. So I love a good piece of world building. First video of the night, and I'm already like I'm already like a third of the way done this. That's not gonna last me. But yeah. I don't know. I don't really have all that much to say about it, except that they keep hinting at war, and that makes me nervous. And I really want to see the Vytal Festival tournament, but at the same time, I have a feeling it's going to be interrupted by the antagonists. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. This was mostly a refresher course for me. So, sorry, this is probably a bit of a boring reaction, but I'm going to upload it anyway, because why not? Why not? So this has been Binary is Von Kolik, signing out.